I've always loved taking photos and videos. Most of it arises from a genuine appreciation of the beauty that I find in life and in people, a desire to capture and look back on the happy, beautiful moments. I could talk for hours more just about this, but I must acknowledge that part of my desire to constantly capture moments on camera arises from something else as well. I take photos in fear of losing memories. Something that has troubled me for the past few years is the unreliability and fallibility of memory. The fear that the things I consider a part of my everyday now, the people, the routine, the moments, will slowly be forgotten with the passage of time. The fear that my memory cannot be trusted, that I cannot rely solely on my own memories to recreate my most beloved experiences completely, entirely, accurately. So as an attempt at a solution, I reach for my phone or camera almost every time I realize I want to remember a certain moment. It stems from a desire to eternalize it somehow, to ensure that it is not lost amongst the waves in the ocean of time, that I can have it safe, cupped in the palm of my hand, not hidden in the depths and crevices of my mind, that I will always be able to return to it with ease, that it will always be there waiting for me, almost like evidence or proof that the moment really did happen and is not just a figment of my imagination. Proof of existence, proof that there was love, that I was happy, that I was in love with life. But a realization that has dawned on me is that I cannot take photos and videos of everything. Yes, there are the special, grand, extravagant moments, the ones easier to remember to photograph. But there's a part of me that wishes I could also capture the moments in between, the moments that truly make life wonderful, the moments that are almost too beautiful for me to take out a phone or camera to capture. The initial embrace of "I missed you" when seeing an old friend after a long time. Spontaneous late-night drives, singing and screaming in the car to music that is way too loud. The inside jokes that make me laugh every time I think of them, but I know will be forgotten with the passage of time. The purposeless walks filled with talking about both everything and nothing. The summer nights spent sitting in silence on beaches. The warm hugs and little touches of affection. The naps we take in the quiet afternoons. The small talks I have with my mum just before we fall asleep. The warmth of home-cooked meals. The evenings we spend watching films and talking about our future plans. The joy of playing board games in the dead of night. The train ride home hand in hand. The laughter, the laughter, the laughter. It is these little but great moments in between that make life what it is. The moments in between the seemingly more important ones, the moments that can easily pass you by if gone unnoticed. The moments that slip through the crack of a lens, too fleeting and intimate to be recorded. It is these moments that I am unable to capture on a camera, the moments that I can only remember through the feeling of the time. It is these moments that I cherish the most. It is the moments in between that make life as beautiful as it is. On one hand, I still do wish I could record these moments in the form of a photograph or video. Sometimes I make a poor attempt to capture these moments, but no matter how hard I try, the best moments simply do not call for a camera. I cannot capture the pure blissfulness and warmth of these moments by any means. And in many ways, I find that so beautiful. The fact that these quiet, soft, gentle moments are so wonderful that even a phone or camera cannot capture their beauty in its entirety, that only through recollection can they be recreated. And realizing this, realizing how much I cherish the moments in between, I have somewhat come to terms with the fact that I am unable to capture every single beautiful moment on camera. That it is okay to let some moments go without having to leave some sort of tangible way of remembering them. That perhaps some moments are to be felt rather than captured. It is not that I have to store it in my memory, it is that I get to. Although I will not necessarily be able to recall every moment down to the most accurate detail, I get to store it in my mind, in my memory. Just because memory is unreliable and fallible, it does not mean that it becomes tarnished or distorted. It becomes adorned. My memories become adorned with time, through my thoughts and emotions and experiences, until they become infused with a permanent golden hue. There is a quote I read once: "The more you love your friends, the more their features start to blur until all you remember is a pair of warm, welcoming eyes and laughter that feels like home." And I think that is how I feel about these moments in between. Yes, maybe one day, with the imperfections of memory, faces might become a blur and the colors will become softer and voices will fade into the distance. Sure, in the future, I might not be able to remember every single late night drive or every single inside joke or every single board game we played. But it will be okay. Even without photos and videos that have captured every single one of these small moments, even without a perfect memory, the feelings will linger long after the moment has passed. The love will linger, and I will feel a sense of warmth inside. I will feel and feel and feel.
Yeah, how do you feel?
I feel alive.
I will look back and the world I know now will be golden. Like a warm, gentle light that glows and whispers, "It was so good, it was so good." And the memories will be eternalized in my mind, in my memory. And the love will always remain. The love will always remain.